We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Blues of Memphis taking on our home team. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys came out on top a week ago, something they haven't done much of to this point. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys know a home playoff game is in their future. They have clinched the division and look to be a real force in the AFC. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. In trouble, and he's taken down. James Pierce in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
And normally in this spot, we talk about passing numbers from last week, but this time, it's all about the rushing. 3 times he found the end zone in his last ball game. He is a do-everything quarterback, and you have to expect we'll see him call his own number here as well.
You see the numbers for Corum a week ago. 20 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Corum now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Allen. This one completes Alec Pierce. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A solid jump there, 15 yards.
That's another 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Allen.
At the 32-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
9-yard line.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up the 1st and goal.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Adams there on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing now is Allen. Over the middle, it's complete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Blues offense and receiver Garrett Wilson ready to get going again. And as we near the conclusion of the regular season, nobody has surpassed the amount of receptions that he has put up to this point. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard on the play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They just got to go seize it.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Allen now looks to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Up the middle, here's Corum. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And all the way in for the touchdown. Blake Corum, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in because he had at least a couple of guys that had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Looked like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Aubrey good with the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Visitors, nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
At the 29-yard line.
This 2nd and 4. They'll try the middle with Cook. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down.
Now here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy.
Mahomes pass.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On to the 2nd quarter. Memphis in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. In motion right is Wilson. Now Mahomes. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for Memphis.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And the return will stop right around the 25. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone.
Previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Fair catch.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now back out comes the offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that will be a crushing blow to the defense.
Taken down at the 30. Now this, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They run straight ahead with Corum. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. From the gun, a give to Corum. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
Now Allen. That's complete to Pierce. This offense so far on 3rd down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Mahomes going to throw. A short throw to Musgrave. That's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, they give it to Corum. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Allen. That's to Bond. Isaiah Bond. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Down to the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Blake Corum with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history never come back from a perfect score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The home team's offense and Blake Corum set to take over again. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That one finds Pierce right side. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Allen. He's got his man. It's Pierce. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second.
Allen to throw once more. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Allen going to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. To the air, Allen. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Zay Flowers in the final seconds of the first half. And this offense continues to pour it on. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Auburn now for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score our home team.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing quickly to Wilson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The drive starts with a carry by Corum. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third.
Fair catch.
The Blues offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's second best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
For a Memphis first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And here now the offense heading back out there. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
They run once more with Corn. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 146 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. From the 22 now, here's second down and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That one into the hands of Flowers. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
2-yard pickup brings up third and 6.
Throwing now is Allen. He'll try and do this himself. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Working to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Caught by Wilson. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to bring up third and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. The tight end Henry here in motion. They'll run with Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Mahomes swinging this out wide here for Cook. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Josh Palmer from 8 yards out. And the Blues are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And able to get this out to the 25. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd down, here's Mason. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
A gain of 10 yards.
A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Another 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Just shy of the goal line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Corum is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Mahomes going to throw. That's taken in by Palmer. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Xavier Worthy, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
That's good for a Memphis 1st down. A gain of 13 yards.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Short pass caught by Henry. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Blues.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Mahomes now to throw. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught. It's Wilson. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
That's another Memphis 1st down. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Memphis.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
It's a gain of 11. And the Memphis 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. Now back to throw.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Cook. Touchdown.
James Cook, touchdown, Memphis.
So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Visitors 14. Will Reichard to kick
Set
off.
now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. And he's got Pierce. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 19
7
yards.
catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To the right goes Mason. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Now 2nd and 3.
To the 48-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Allen now looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete.
Allen's pass.
2nd down and 8.
18. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
On the give, it's Corum. A beautiful fake. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 168 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
At the 19-yard line.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those master guys you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Allen going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run here with Corum. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down just shy.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Corum. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Visitors 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way the opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Brought down right at the line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the home team here, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Memphis, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Hut. Down. Go. Shot. Ready? Get up. Let's go. Hut, hut. Check, go. Come on. Ready, ready? Here we go. Shot. Ready. Here we go. Ready. Ready? 18, hut! Set, go! Let's go now! Set up! Ready? Hut! Down! Check, go! Shot! Ready? Let's go! 60 Eagle! Ready? Hey. 60 Bison! Ready? Come on, set! Viking 18, hut! Here we go, set! Hawk 70, go! Here we go! Ready? Ready? Get up! Come on, set! Hut. Target 19. Ready. Set it. Ready. Ready. Panther 6. Huh. Set. Ready. 70. Go. Down. Ready. Let's go. Check out. Here we go. Shot. Get up. Set. Hut. Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready. Ready, ready, ready. Come on, come on. Huh. Set. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. Let's go now. Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Set. 19 Tiger. 19. Set it. Come on, come on. Set. Ready. Set. Ready. 60 Bisons. Go. Ready. Set. Ready. Here we go. Here we go. Ready. Second 19. Ready. Down. 70 line. Stephanie. 60 by go.